Welcome to Onshape for Makers, where we are creating models to go to the shop. This is a series of step-by-step creating shop drawings from models you have already built. The work we're doing is from the TooTallToby.com practice website. There's 120-30 models currently and more on the way. A great place to find some things to practice on and a few really tough ones to push your skill level a little bit. This is the simple model we're starting. We're going to build an Onshape model. We're going to use that model to make a drawing. And when we get through, I will show you how to take this model and extract it for a 3D printer in 2 clicks. It's that simple. So hold on and here we go. Okay, starting in Onshape in a brand new part studio, we go to the hamburger menu in the left. Workspace units, we will be in millimeters and grams, which really you don't care today. Green check mark, we will draw the part, which is, this is what we're drawing. Down, over, up, over, and whatever, and that's the way we'll draw the part. Catch a screen capture if you want to refer back to this. So we'll go to front, do a Shift S, or you can go to sketch, either way. N for normal, and L for line. We will draw a vertical line from here down. The height of the part is 62. We'll draw a line over, that is 65. We'll draw a line vertical. The vertical line will be 15. We'll draw a line horizontal somewhere, it doesn't make any difference where. And back up vertical and catch this point and pull it across until both of them are variegated and you know where you are with the end point. And then we come straight across, and this dimension is 30. When we put that in, everything will turn white, and we have a good sketch. Green check mark, a little bit of turn and rotate. We can go to extrude, go to symmetric, select the profile. The width of the part is 29. And green check mark, and we'll zoom in. I'm going to change the color by doing a right click on the part name, go to edit appearance and pick a color because my monitor does not do well with blue. Now all I need is a round face. 2 choices. You can go to fillet, you can calculate half of this and type it in, or you can just use full round. Pick one face, pick the opposing face and the face you want to round, and you have a nice round nose. The advantage is if the part ever changes, Onshape will automatically recalculate it for you. So that is our part. Shift P will clear up all of the planes, and here we go. Now we'll start drawing. To draw, we will go to part 1 over here, right click, and select Create Drawing of Part 1. You come up with a little menu. I'm going to take existing templates, ANSI B millimeters with no views, and select OK, and I will get a template, and it will come up in insert mode. See that up here it's in insert mode, it says Insert View. I'm going to insert this side view. Then we'll move straight up and click and get a top view. Then I'm going to come down and click and drag, and I will get the side view or end view, whichever. The one other view I want is an isometric, so I'm coming back to here, going up, click here, and that's an isometric view. And see, I'm still in project view mode. If I hit escape, I'm out of project mode. I can move this over here. I would like to have it shaded. If I right click and show hide, one of the options is Show Shaded View. The color of this will be the color you did on this part over here. All we need to do is dimensions, but before we do, you need to be aware that these are tied together. If you move one, everything else is tied to it, is going to move. It's handy, but it also can be a little irritating if you don't get what you want. Anyway, we're going to do dimensions. We're going to start in this view. I'm going up to the dimension arrow and select the default dimension. Pick a point, pull it down. Pick the width of the part, pull it down, and if you look, it will line them up for me nicely. Your drawing checker will love it. Pull this out at 15. I can pull this out from either side. I could pull it from here and there at 62, or I could pull it out here at 62. It doesn't make any difference. I need a dimension on this face at 30. And I need a reference dimension. Since this isn't an actual driving dimension, it's a driven dimension. So I'm going to come up here and select 35, and then I'm going to click this little pop-up that comes up and put a open paren, close paren, and click, and it becomes a driven dimension or reference dimension, if you will. The only other thing I'm missing is this radius, but since I'm already in dimension mode, Onshape is smart enough to know when I select this, it's either going to give me a circle or a radius, depending on whether this is a full circle or a radius in the drawing. I can go in and I can change that by selecting this, and then it will give me a diameter, but this will give me a radius. If you want a center point, you can come up to the top, select center mark, click on this, and you've got a whole bunch of options. In this case, we'll just take the green check mark. Now what I would really like is a smaller version so I can drag these ends until I get the side I want. And that basically is the drawing for the part. In the title block, there are a bunch of fields, and there's one thing I didn't do. Let's go back to the Part Studio, select the part, right-click, and say Assign Material. I'm going to take the Onshape Material Library, and I'm going to put in ABS. And we're going to pretend like this is going to be 3D printed. And now we have mass. If you click these little scales over here, it will tell you the mass of the part is 71 grams. So I'm coming back to the drawing now, and in the bottom down here it says weight. If I right click in here, if I click in here, if I can get it to do what I want it to do, edit note, and then I can select mass and green check mark, and it didn't give me anything because my drawing is out of sync with the version of the Part Studio, so I have to come to this update this from a workspace. I'll click it. It will rebuild this drawing based on changes I made, which in this case was strictly the material change. And it fills this in, and this will follow your model. As you change your model, this is automatically be filled in. The material, if I right-click, do Edit Note, select Insert Property, and pick Material, will fill in a material. If I change the material in the Part Studio, this will also change. The rest of it is just the usual. You click, double click, you take it out, and you can say You can put in a name or a part number or whatever you want to, and this would be Tier 1 part. And you could give it a drawing number if you wanted to, and you would be through. If you need a hard copy, you come up to the hamburger menu in the corner, come down, say print, and there is a PDF ready to print. That's really all there is in the basics. On the next one, we'll do some section views and whatnot, but that's the very basics. If you made it this far, I'll give you a bonus while we're here. We'll close the editor. And if you had wanted to print the part on a 3D printer, you could have come over here and selected part and selected export. And one of the export options is an STL file. You take all of the defaults, hit export, and away you go, and you get the STL file. You click on the STL file, it will load the slicer, and you're ready to print a part. It's that simple to go from model to printer. Anyway, have a good one. Talk to you later.